What's good, y'all? It's your man, Coach Bruce, and today we're going to get into Tech Tuesday, where we're going to talk about a tech-related topic. Today, we're going to dive into the stock market and look at EV stocks or electrical vehicle stocks. We're going to see which one we should invest in, what are the best prospects, and which ones have the best returns in the future. Let's get this started. All right, we are back. So I'm on my Webull account. This is where I do all my stock trading, look for my news, and where I do all my technical analyses. So the first EV stock I would look at is NIO. NIO is an emerging EV company in China. So here are some of the events that have happened since last week. So last week I left you on a cliffhanger, and I said there was a stock that was about to boom. And I was correct. So last week I got this stock at around $49. And the reason why I knew it was about a boom was I was looking at the fundamentals. I was looking at some of the new technology that they were about to put out. And I was like, this is the next wave. So let's get into some of the technology that they have. The first thing I saw, so now I'm on this news site, this article. It's called Qualcomm Partners NIO to spur 5G backed autonomous driving. So a couple weeks ago, I talked about how Qualcomm was the leader in 5G tech right now. And so what NIO did is to integrate some of the 5G technology that's coming out. They got the best. They partnered with Qualcomm. And here's some of the amazing things that will be in some of their new cars, specifically in their new sedan that they just unveiled on January 9th, I believe it was. Let me read a little bit from this article. So here's the part I wanted y'all to see. I'll highlight it for you so you know where I'm at. NIO will capitalize on Qualcomm's much-acclaimed Snapdragon Automotive 5G platform and third-generation Snapdragon Automotive Cockpit platform with heterogeneous computing capabilities. So, what this partnership will allow NIO to do is it'll allow them to take advantage of Qualcomm's amazing 5G technologies that they've integrated with these new cars. So, in addition to being able to have some of the cool things we've heard about, like automated self-driving capabilities, it'll also be able to adapt to future apps. So they're also buffering themselves for the future. Whatever 5G technology comes out, they're working with the best integrative technology where they could automatically bring it into their latest series of sedans, cars, and whatever else they put out. So this is going to keep them ahead of the game in the China market coming forward. I don't have the other article, but a lot of the articles have said that they've sold about 42,000 vehicles this year, and they're projected to make 150,000 this year. So they have all of the supply ready. All they have to do is sell them. So a lot of people are projecting that they could double or even triple this year into that 100 to 120,000 sold cars area. And that's just going to drive this way up. That's going to build momentum, and people have already compared them to Tesla being the next Tesla in China. Let's see if I have another article. Let's pull up another article. There was one bad thing that came out. So over the weekend, I didn't think much of this, but they said they were going to have an offering to sell an aggregate $1.3 billion in convertible senior notes. So what happens is they're going to raise some money by giving away some of these offering notes, and they're not available to be activated until 2025, I believe, or 2026, so 5 years from now. So I was like, oh, that's so far in the future that's not going to have an effect. But some people do take that into account. So when this was released, the price dropped a little bit, but that's 4 or 5 years. I think people are they're gonna buy back in. People overreacted because this is so far in the future that it shouldn't have an effect. Usually when you get offerings, that's when they offer shares at a lower amount than the actual stock price. That drives the price down. But this is so far in the future, I don't see that happening. So let's look at the stock index today to see if we should get in today or we should wait. So today the stock market, like the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500 index, they went up slightly. It was a little choppy. It went down a little bit. It finished the day above. But let's see how this reflected in the pricing. So today it finished at $62, as you can see on the right. It went as high as 63, I believe, but finished at 62, and it's gone up a little bit to 62.31 after hours. So I bought it in at $49. Right now it's at $62. There's a little uncertainty with the stock market with the transition to the next presidency, so I don't know if you should buy it yet. However, if it dips below 60 into the 59, 58 region, that's when I would target a buy. I feel like that's when a lot of people have attention on the stock now. They're putting into it. They're projecting that it's going to sell a lot in the future. There's a lot of prospects with like them working with Qualcomm, and also they're working with another company. Let's see if I can find it. I actually do have it on here, I believe. So they're hooking up with NVDA. So what NVIDIA is going to allow them to do is they're going to work with their technology. So they're working to develop a new generation of self-driving vehicles. And what NVIDIA has is this thing called the Drive Orin system on a chip. So what this system will do is allow their new sedan, the E7 sedan, to take advantage of some of the newest self-driving or autonomous vehicle capabilities. So this was another amazing partnership or hookup that NIO has with the top of the line tech company. So there's just so much going on with this company. They're looking for the best. They're partnering with the best. They're positioning themselves for their future. NIO is an amazing stock to look at, but you want to be smart. Don't just jump into something because of the hype. You got to make sure that the market setup is good, that the technicals are right. Look at this. Look at the chart. Let's look at the chart. So today, it's gone down a little bit. It went up a little bit compared to Monday, or went down a little bit compared to Monday. Went up, since last week. However, sometimes you gotta wait for the stock to cool off. So today, I believe we gotta wait for it to cool off, go down a little bit, see some of the uncertainty in the market play out with the presidential transition, and then I think we are looking for a nice setup or position into this stock. I'm looking for around $58, $59 to get in and buy some more, because this stock is definitely going up this year, in my opinion. Well, that's been an episode of Tech Tuesday. I feel like this is the only stock I really need to talk about. I gave you some cool articles. I'll put them in the description below. And I hope that you give this company a serious look, because I believe that they are going to give some competition to Tesla, and people are going to start buying their products, especially this new E7 sedan, which is slated to come out next year, or more specifically in Q1 2022, which is technically the end of this year. And people are going to be like, whoa, this is new, this is fresh, this is something that I would invest in, and that's going to go up. And imagine if it had the same hype as Tesla. Tesla in the last year has more than quadrupled. So imagine this stock, you already have it, and then people already rush into it. So it's been an episode of Tech Tuesdays. This is your man, Coach Bruce. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I drop the next video. I hope you learned something. I had some fun giving you this information. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out.